Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys your Divine Masculine Energy Check-in reading. So I do tend to channel for those that are experiencing either a separation or a challenge in your connection, so keep that in mind, but only take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. All the decks are created by myself today and will be listed down below, as well as this beautiful Organite. And if you guys are interested in your own personalized version of this particular reading or any of the readings that I offer, I will put the information down below, as well as pin it to the top comment of how you can book that reading. I am opening up my books for appointments for next week. So that will be the week of the 7th. So anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. We're gonna take a look and see, where does your Divine Masculine stand in this connection as of right now? So the current state, where is your masculine energetically and emotionally right now? Just in general, okay? Where is your Divine Masculine emotionally, just in general right now? Okay, we have 55. So the throat chakra, it could be with that blue energy. He might be saying no right now. He might be saying no to communication. There might be no communication right now. Now, this may not be with you. This could be with other things, but it does say reserving the right to say no. Something about a toxic behavior. I don't want to participate in toxic situations or with toxic people, or if communication is going to get toxic, or if I feel like I'm in a toxic place, I may shut down, I may cut down or cut off communication. So just obviously take it how it resonates for you guys. But this masculine right now is reserving his right to say no and is trying to close himself off to dealing with toxicity. Do I have what it takes? The Strength card. The Strength card for me is I'm really holding myself back. I'm restraining myself, okay? So if your situation entails a Divine Masculine who has basically asked for some time and some space, I do feel like it is difficult. He may want to reach out to you, so it may be hard for him, as in he's restraining himself from just reaching out, but he knows that by engaging in this back and forth conversation with you, nothing's going to come of it positively, because he may be in a toxic cycle. Okay, he may also be I feel under the influence, as in somebody is kind of pulling on him, or, and we're not blaming anybody, but like they might be influencing him in such a way to where he's not able to do the things that he wants to do. So there could be a toxic person around him. Again, just take it how it fits. But this just could be a masculine in general who is saying, you know what, I'm going to clean up my act. I no longer want to do things that aren't serving me in a positive way. I just need some time and space from everyone. Okay, let's see what else. What else is coming through with where the masculine is at energetically and emotionally right now? We have 105. So it says your intuition is divinely guided. So the thing is, he is in touch with his higher self, and his higher self is basically telling him, no, something is off. No, something isn't right. So if he is dealing with toxic people, he is being shown at this time that those people are toxic. He is also being shown at this time that maybe there's something about him that is toxic, that needs to shift, that needs to change, that there's like a voice that's screaming within him, that's telling him, you're stronger than this, you can do better, you got this, kind of thing. Because the question is, do I have what it takes? Am I strong enough to step outside of this toxic behavior, out of this toxic pattern, this toxic cycle, these toxic people around me? We have 6 of Pentacles. You complement my life. So this is beautiful, because this is saying here, you know, I want to be a complement to your life. I don't want to be a taker. I don't want to be a person that's dragging you down. So this is going to be for those of you that this masculine and you have decided to maybe take some time away from each other. This is a masculine who is not wanting to go back and forth with you because it's toxic to do that. He doesn't want to engage in that kind of behavior because it's not going to be complementary to either your life or his. So he wants to be able to give to you an equal measure. So if he cannot do that right now, that might be one of the reasons that he's pulling himself back. Okay? His higher self is telling him, don't just call because you feel like it. You know, don't call until you're ready. Don't re-engage until you really are ready for something serious. So That's what I'm getting here. But if this masculine feels like he is being told that he can't be in contact with you, or there's someone around him that feels like they've got some sort of control over him, I am getting here that he wants to reach out, but he feels that that would not be the best thing to do. So either way, the higher self is protecting, I feel, you, Divine Feminine, from unnecessary drama. Yeah. All right, what else? We have 945. Step into your senses as a way of communicating. So I feel that this Divine Masculine is in communication with you, Feminine, and you are probably picking it up. You're getting maybe certain sensations. You're hearing his voice. You're having a dream. He's popping up. You're seeing signs. You're hearing songs. So he is stepping into his senses as a way to connect with you. So there may not be an actual exchange of conversations through text or over the phone or in person. So a lot of this communication is on a psychic level, on a telepathic level. But we have, you are worth the fight. So masculine is fighting his feelings for some reason. He's fighting, he's holding something back, or there's something that's restraining him. But whatever it is, he is seeing that you complement his life. You are a good person in his life, and that you would be a good fit for him. So you are worth the fight at the end of the day. But where he's at right now, he feels that he cannot show up fully for whatever reason. Okay? So that's what we have. Now we're going to look at the past and present reflections. So how has his perception of you evolved from the past to now? All right, so we have Spider, fate, destiny, and free will. So it may be that this masculine is starting to see all of the connection, like he's starting to see all the little pieces that you guys have gone through and where it has led up until this point. So he's seeing some sort of a connection here. It's not to say he didn't see it before. Ooh, but we have this 8 of Swords, imprisonment, and we have the Divine Feminine showing up. So what I'm getting here, this web here, and she's got like this kind of web around her. That's what it looks like to me. So it's like an imprisonment. It's like, why am I not just going for this? Why am I holding myself back? Why am I allowing toxic people or toxic behaviors hold me back from my queen? You're what I want. You're worth it. You complement my life. You're what I want. But why? Why am I holding myself back? Why am I doubting this? Why am I either sabotaging this, or why am I allowing outside forces to influence me in this way? Okay, so this masculine is realizing he has the free will to break out of this imprisonment, 8 of Swords, anytime he chooses. So I just feel like at this particular time, his perception of you is you are that person for me. You are my person. You are my Divine Feminine. You are my Empress. You're my queen. But there's something that is holding him back from allowing himself to choose it. And that is something that he's going to have to get through. Okay? So something has evolved in this category. He may not have seen you as the Divine Feminine before or his queen, but he is seeing you that way now. And he sees that actually he holds the key to this prison. That's what I'm getting. All right. So now we're going to go into the current desires, as in what does he truly want with you and this connection? What does he truly want at the end of the day with you and this connection? Okay, so he dreams of being with you and unable to resist you. So we already saw a lot of resisting and holding himself back. He wants to be in a space with you to where there's no way that either one of you can control it, that he can just, in a way, unleash this desire and to just connect with you. That's what he really wants. So I feel like he desires to not have this separation deep down inside. He desires to be close to you. He desires to just be with you to where the two of you can't resist each other or resist this temptation to make this work and be together. That's what he wants deep down inside. Yeah, this is, I want I want you just as much as you want me. That very reciprocal Six of Pentacles that already came through here, which is we complement each other. We both feel about each other the same exact way. We both want the same things. This is what this masculine truly wants with you, feminine. He sees you as somebody that he can have this equal exchange, this reciprocal connection with, this energy with. So that's what he really wants. A team. He wants to be a team with you, feminine. It's like, I want to hold you tight and I never want to let you go. We have drenched. So he definitely desires to kiss you. He definitely desires to be in all kinds of scenarios with you, you know, being outdoors, being indoors, traveling, you know, having fun together. So this is definitely something here where he wants to be in a lot of different scenarios with you, do a lot of different things, get out, live life, etc. We have satin sheets. So, you know, to me, this is about being outdoors, but it's also about being inside as well, being kind of locked in a tight space together and just being able to linger in bed, being able to just linger in the morning. So this is about perhaps living together, staying the night, you know, falling asleep in each other's arms. There's all that type of thought going on there. And we have crowded rooms. So even if you guys are in public, right? It's about being together, claiming each other as your partner, introducing you to family and friends in a crowded room. So you're either introducing each other to coworkers or family or friends, being in public events with, you know, like you guys are on each other's arm, like, you know, dating and things like that. So this masculine has a lot of thoughts of doing a lot of different things with you. This is what he truly wants with you in this connection. Okay, so we have this fetish energy. So there's something here that maybe he feels like he can just kind of let his guard down and, you know, tell you certain things like, you know, I'm really into this, I'm really into that. So he may see you as somebody who's very open-minded, somebody who would be open to, you know, exploring certain things that are very exciting to the both of you. So this is about fulfilling those fantasies for you and vice versa. We have territory, but this is definitely not somebody who wants to necessarily have an open relationship. No, this is somebody who wants to claim you as theirs. They want to make that abundantly clear that, you know, this is about having a commitment, having that understanding that, you know, we may be open-minded, but it's not an open relationship. So that's coming through very loud and clear for some reason, okay? It's like, you're mine and I'm yours. We're going to lock it down. So that's really what this masculine wants. Okay. But there is something that is holding him back from being able to either do that or just allowing himself to do it. So now we're going to see, what is this barrier? So what unseen forces or circumstances are keeping the two of you apart? What are some of the dynamics around, you know, this restraint? Okay. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is crazy because this Eight of Swords really talks about imprisonment, incarceration. Okay, I gotta just say it. Maybe for some of you, somebody out there, this could be an actual incarceration, but it's some sort of a mistake that this masculine has made. He's made a choice, and so it's like now he's having to deal with the consequences. And for some of these masculines, it could be a choice as in, you know, he lost you, he lost your trust, etc. So this is kind of like the set of circumstances that you guys find yourselves in. This could be third party, as in he chose, you know, made some decisions with another partner, and so now he has either responsibilities or he's like locked himself kind of up with a particular person or situation. That could be the individual around him, you know, that he feels like is holding him back. Okay, so that could be it. But some kind of a mistake that he made or a choice that he made, it held a heavy price. And that price still has a hold over him. It causes him to feel like he can't move forward at this time. Okay. All right. This right here is the King of Cups, but it says checked out. I feel like this particular masculine, this is some kind of a romantic entanglement. I feel that either he wasn't dealing with things, so he just, in order to kind of like check out and not deal with things, he may have involved himself in other situations without thinking of the consequences. So I hope that makes sense to someone out there. It's like a masculine getting involved and with other people or other situations without thinking of those consequences. And I feel like it has something to do with of a romantic nature, right? It's like a wounded masculine looking to feel something, looking to feel, to fill himself up. And it was temporary, but now it seems like this choice has led to either a permanent consequence or just a consequence of shit, it's not as easy to just kind of come back from this. Don't know what that's going to be for everybody, but that's how it's coming through. Let's see what else. What other unseen forces or circumstances are keeping the two of you apart? Oh, we may have some sort of physical issues here. It does say impotent, which says can't get it up or perform well any longer. This could also be a divine masculine who is just completely checked out emotionally, where he just is avoidant. He just feels like he just can't even go there, right? And he's locked himself up in his own prison, you know, and because he's been so negligent with maybe your feelings or the feelings of other people, a lot of things are falling apart for him. But this impotent energy, just like, I don't have it in me anymore. Or it could even just be, like I said, that physical energy where it's like he might be, if there is a third party here, he might be in a very loveless situation with someone else that he doesn't want to be with this person anymore. But maybe they have certain things together and he feels like he has to stay with this person. I don't know. It's like he's really checked out. His heart's not in it, but yet he still has to be in that situation. Okay, so that's very interesting. This masculine may also, you know, as people get older, you know, certain things happen physiologically. There could be certain concerns that he now has where it's just like, well, I'm not who I used to be kind of thing. So there could be like an insecurity now. That could be a part of that too. Like, I'm just not who you remember. You know, what if you can't see past something? Okay. So the journey of darkness, the Fool. So what this is telling me here is that this masculine is kind of doing the whole, I want to detach. I want to be unattached right now. I've made my bed, now I have to lie in it. I don't really know where I'm going. Either I'm unavailable completely because of the situation that I got myself into, or I just need to basically cut everyone out and I just need to go my own way for a while. So there's definitely this, I need to detach from everything kind of thing. So that seems to be a coping mechanism that this masculine is using. So he could be his own worst enemy right now, and that could be the imprisonment, is that he's creating this prison. He has built this prison around himself. It's like he's doing this. Yeah, so we do have third-party energy. It's not going to be for everybody, so if that is not the situation, please don't take it. I feel like he chose wrong. He may have stepped out on your connection. He may have chosen another person. And so now he's with that individual. He's no longer happy with that individual. And so maybe now the two of you are in contact or something, and maybe you're not. It doesn't matter, but he definitely lost out. Okay. Now you could have also, because he acted this way, you could have moved on as well. And so now he knows this, but there's something in the way. It's either his behavior or another person. And then we have the Four of Swords. So this is washed up. Just feeling like used, washed up, feeling like you ain't got nothing to offer. You're just all dried up. So that's an energy I'm picking up from this masculine. This masculine almost feels like he's just got nothing. He's got nothing of value. He's got nothing to give anybody. He just sucks. So it looks like he is down in the dumps at this particular time. So his own thoughts, his own feelings about himself could be creating this mental prison. But it also feels like a powerless energy where, you know what, I'm in this situation now. I don't know what to do. So I guess I'm just going to kind of, you know, deal with it. I made my bed. I guess I'm going to lie in it. So that's the current barrier between the two of you. All right, so now we're going to go into the Heartfelt Confession. So what does this soul long to express to you? Yeah, see, this makes sense to me. I need to go my own way for a while. And this is exactly what this looked like to me. I need to go my own way for a while. Maybe this has already happened, though. Maybe this is space your masculine already asked. And while he was on a journey elsewhere, he may have gotten himself involved in something else. But whatever it is, even if there's no third party here, masculine is saying, I need to figure something out. I need to be on my own. Maybe maybe he feels he's too toxic for anyone. You do still have a piece of my heart, though. You still hold a piece of my heart. I still have you in my heart. That hasn't changed. So all those desires that the masculine has does make sense, but that desire is if all of these other things were not circumstances, if he didn't have any of those fears, or if he didn't have any of those things standing in the way, that of course is what he would want. But down on a soul level, he's telling you, I need this space. I need to go my own way, but I'll always have a piece of you with me on this journey. I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you. So if there has been no contact, no communication, it's like the masculine thinks about what he wants to say. He thinks about you a lot. He thinks a lot about what he wants to say, but he's just not communicating it. And you are irreplaceable. So some of you might fear that he's going to meet somebody that he's going to be happier with. And it's not to say he could never be happy. It will be different. It won't be the same. But you are irreplaceable. There is no one else like you on the planet. So this is, of course, like that whole, no ordinary love. Not everybody is going to be able to connect with you the way that your counterpart does. So if you feel that way, you're masculine, again, it's mutual. He feels the same. So that might just be something that you need to know at this time today, Divine Feminine. So now we're going to go into the next steps, which is what actions is he preparing to take towards you? So where is he at on that journey? Where is he at on this? I need some time to myself to figure my shit out. Where is he at? And where is this most likely to lead next? All right, so we do have the numbing energy, blank, indifferent, and neutral. So right now it looks like maybe there's just, again, that checked out energy where it's just like he's not really looking to make any big moves right now. Maybe a lot of stuff isn't really jumping out at him to do anything different than how he's been dealing with it. Yeah, built to last. I just feel like he's kind of, it's like, this is just how I'm built. So he's still, in a way, you can see like that steel energy there. It's like heart of steel. He won't always remain this way. There's obviously some sort of a journey that he's on in order to melt away some of that energy or to kind of, feel his feelings again. So he's just right now, I feel, just kind of digging his heels, and this is just who I am. This is just how I'm built. And, this is how I've always survived. This is what keeps me safe. So this is just what I got to do. It's kind of a stubborn energy that's coming through. And we have shadow work. So that makes sense to me because that journey of darkness, the Fool that we just saw, he might be entering into like a dark night of the soul. He might be in his dark side right now. So he's going to uncover, though, a lot through that dark side, through that shadow work that he's going to do. But, it's going to be a little painful. It's going to be a little dark. Yeah, but he can do it, though. The King of Wands can get through it. The King of Wands can burn it down, as in this is like the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is the graduation from the Page and the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. This is mastering the suit. And how you master the suit is you go through certain experiences, life experiences. Life is going to give you experiences, and therefore those experiences are going to turn into wisdom, and that wisdom is going to turn into growth and ascension. So he is on his way. This is the only way. This is the only thing that's going to really drive him and inspire him to do this work is to face consequences and to go through this shadow side that he needs to face. So he may have been trying to numb it, run away from his feelings for a very long time. But I'm getting here a lot of stuff is about ready to hit the fan for him. Okay? So what I'm seeing here is his next steps are really towards himself, not necessarily towards you at this time, Divine Feminine. But that doesn't mean that could never shift or change. So let's see some more long-term long-term actions here. So short-term, I'm getting us towards the self. Let's see long-term energy. Does this shift? Does this shift? We do have lessons, so he is learning from these experiences. He's participating in the shadow work and life in order to learn, in order to shift this around. So that's positive. And it's on the horizon. So the Three of Wands means it is possible. It's not possible if he doesn't do the work. I mean, it's possible that you guys could see each other again, but it's most likely going to be the same freaking cycle. It's just going to go the same way it always goes. It's not going to go anywhere. But if you allow for this process to take place, and of course, you're still living your life, you're not sitting there waiting on him, but it creates a possibility for the future. It creates a possibility for a better future, right? So allowing people to do the work that they need to do. So yes. And we are facing our fears. Look at this. So it is happening. The work is happening. We're facing our darkness. We're facing our fears. And as a divine feminine, you may have anxiety and fears that this is it, that you're never going to see your masculine again. So you might have to go through that as well. But we do see the Empress, which is, I love who I am it says when I'm with you, but I love who I am with or without you. So no matter what, divine feminine, I feel like this is a message for you that at the end of the day, you've got to do this for yourself too. So whatever the masculine is bringing up in you, whatever fears are coming up in you, you've got to do the work for yourself. It will, of course, in turn benefit your union and your connection in the future, but choose to do it for you today. Okay, just like the masculine has to choose to work on his stuff too. So there is some sort of timeline that is opening up in the future here, but we must face our darkness. We must face our fears. We must do the work. We must feel whole within. We must create that wholeness within. And I feel like the very last card is the feminine coming through. It's reminding you, feminine, to make this about yourself, you know, and I don't mean that in a selfish way, but to make this journey about you, make it work for you, make this connection work for you, whatever it's bringing up in you, whatever it represents in you, positive or negative, lean into all of it. Use it to balance you out, because I believe that these particular connections were designed just for that. Also other things, but one of the things is to help you to balance out. Your counterpart offers that to you. So utilize your time wisely. Don't spend a lot of time, you know, pining or being sad or, you know, depressed and withdrawing from life. No, definitely participate. Be in creation, right? And know that it's like there are some lessons here, some very valuable lessons of this particular journey. You know, you chose to be in this counterpart situation before you got here. So it's about kind of seeing the lesson all the way through. We don't just quit because times are tough. We keep moving forward. We keep going. So I love that last message. So what actions is he preparing to take towards you? Well, we already saw that he sees you as his queen, that you're worth the fight. So this tells me here that a future timeline is possible, but fears and darkness must be faced first. So he is on his way, which is what we just saw. The King of Wands, if anybody's going to show up and find the Empress, it's going to be the King of Wands. So I love that. I absolutely love that. So we're going to end this reading with advice. In what ways is your spirit team guiding you in these matters? In what ways is spirit guiding the both of you in these matters? Catalyst, your person has triggered your awakening. Embrace the shift, absolutely. So anything that you're feeling feminine, anything that your masculine is feeling, you guys are the catalyst for each other's growth. Other things will be catalysts too, but you guys are definitely bringing something up in each other to work on, to face. So we need time to work that out. And what is it for? It's for healing purposes. It says their wounds run deep. Try to send them love, not anger. And that's the thing. I think that this is one of the reasons that this is one of our ending images. Look at the feminine. She is just sitting there with love. She realizes that there are a lot of broken pieces that need to be put back together. And these masculine's wounds, maybe just like yours, feminine, run deep. So try to send them love, not anger and frustration. Okay. Beautiful. Let's see what else. We have process. Separation is an illusion. Your souls are always intertwined. Again, I just keep going to this. This feminine, she doesn't look like she has any fears or anxiety to me. She knows that everything is within her. This connection is within you, divine feminine. It's not necessarily outside of yourself. So when we're focusing on all of this, I'm never going to see him again. What if we don't end it together, etc. She's not thinking this way. So I feel, feminine, that this is a really special message for you. That, you know, you really hold a lot of strength in this situation. So be that beacon of light. Be that beacon of strength, even if your masculine doesn't have that right now. And last one, we have support. So yes, and I feel like, yes, this is how we can support our counterparts. Now, we're not supporting our counterparts by enabling them to continue to, you know, act in negative ways and, you know, just continuously perpetuating trauma and things like that. Sometimes the most supportive thing that you can do is say no, hold healthy boundaries, etc. Okay? So we don't want to get that misconstrued. But this is about, I know you can do it. I know you will eventually find the way. It's about shifting this energy. It is about being that energy within yourself, because when you start loving yourself, it is absolutely amazing that you will start having more compassion for other people. When you start healing yourself, those same triggers, those same things that people used to bring up in you, it no longer will. So that's why it's so important on this journey to really bring that focus back to you. And that is, I feel, what Spirit is saying here. Support yourself, and then you can be that support system for that masculine. I love it. So that's what we have today. It's just kind of short and sweet, you guys. So like I said, if you are interested in booking your own personalized version of this reading, I do offer these and many others. So just hit me up. I'll put that information down below, as well as pin it to the top comment. And that's it. We're not doing any kind of a extended reading here today. Just wanted to give you guys this, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you guys did enjoy it, definitely don't forget to give this video a little bit of love. I really appreciate that, and it helps the channel, obviously. If you want to hit that like, subscribe, or put an emoji or comment in the comment section, tell me what you guys thought. That would be great, and I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.